There is a new elevated offer from Capital One. I just recently got a very interesting retention offer for one of my Southwest cards that I'm going to share with you. And I've got a very dramatic travel story that raises a lot of questions. I'm going to need your opinion on this one as usual. I'm Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching this week's edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update. These come out every Sunday evening. My goal is to catch you up on everything related to credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between that you may have missed over the last week. It's super easy to follow along. On one side of the screen, you'll see a list of topics with a timer down below. Timestamps down in the description below. It's super easy to follow along. If you do find these videos helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and if you are in the market for a new credit card, especially the ones mentioned in today's video, or any card for that matter, make sure you apply using my referral link down in the description below. When you click on that link to apply for a card, it greatly helps support the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. We've got a lot to talk about. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. This first story is pretty simple. It's actually a retention offer that I received on a Southwest card. I have the Southwest Priority Card, which is a personal card. The annual fee came due of $149. So I contacted Chase to see if I could get a retention offer. Now, for those of you new to points and miles, retention offers are basically offers that the card issuer or bank offers you in order for you to keep the card. So I have to decide, do I want to keep that card and pay the annual fee, or can I offset that annual fee by asking for an offer from the bank or card issuer? In this case, when I contacted Chase on the Southwest Priority Card, they offered a $150 statement credit. That's right, the annual fee showed up on my account of $149. Before it officially posted to my account, I contacted Chase and they literally just put it on my account within a matter of about a week or two. I had a $150 credit, which more than offsets the annual fee. So this raises a question. First, have you gotten any really good retention offers lately? And if you do have any cards that have annual fees coming due, once you see those on your online account, make sure you call the bank or card issuer and see if you can get a retention offer. This is more of a reminder than anything else. I am wondering if Southwest is partnering with Chase in this case to maybe offer these credits as a way to offset some of the chaos from the holiday travel season. I'm sure all of you are aware of that, and they're still dealing with the fallout from that chaotic situation this past holiday travel season. So either way, I don't care. I got my annual fee offset for another year. I'm excited about it. Let me know if you've had a similar experience down in the comments below. Capital One has an elevated offer right now on a card in their Venture lineup. The Capital One Venture One card has a 40,000 mile bonus offer. After you spend $1,000 within the first 3 months, you'll also get a 0% APR for the first 18 months, which is a little bit longer than what's standard at 15 months. Now keep in mind, it is important that Capital One does pull from all 3 credit bureaus during your application, so keep that in mind. But this may be a great way, especially if you're not into the Capital One family yet with cards. This one is a no annual fee card, and it's got a super easy sign-up bonus to hit. 40,000 bonus miles, pretty simple, and $1,000 in 3 months. You could probably spend $1,000 in a matter of a couple of weeks or a month just going to the grocery store. I know all of you out there know exactly what I'm talking about with those grocery trips. I don't know how they add up so fast. One key benefit though is that they can help you meet the min spend on some of these bonuses. So let me know if you are interested in this card or if you have any other cards in the Capital One Venture family. Obviously, we've talked about the Venture X a lot on this channel, and I've put out a couple of videos on that myself. But let me know if you're not in the Capital One family right now, do you think this is a good way to get your feet wet with Capital One and maybe get your foot in the door to open it up for more cards later on? Let me know your thoughts down below. A major cellular provider is doing away with their Autopay discounts if you plan on using a credit card. So right now, many T-Mobile cellular and internet plans come with a $5 Autopay discount. However, beginning in May, only bank or debit card auto payments will qualify for this discounts. So auto payments with a linked credit card will not be eligible for the discount anymore. And this is really disappointing, but it is something that we've seen with other cellular providers. Think about this, even if you have your debit card or your bank account linked for the auto payment, let's say it comes out on the 15th of every month, you should still be able to use your cellular credits from a card like the Amex Business Platinum card, which gives $10 a month to go towards your wireless bill. You should be able to still make that manually and make sure you get those credits before the auto pay comes out. We do that right now. We have more than one Amex Business Platinum card in our house, and a few days before the Autopay is set to come out, I'll make some manual payments of $10 each on those cards. That way we can get that $10 credit back, and it does help reduce our wireless bill. So just keep this in mind and make sure you check with your wireless provider to see what their Autopay discount policy is, and make sure you're not missing out on it. Especially if you're a T-Mobile customer, things will be changing in May. Make sure you make those changes accordingly. Marriott Bonvoy is getting ready to retire one of their booking options. So Marriott Bonvoy is retiring the points advance, and this is basically a much easier customer-friendly booking option that allows you to reserve a room when you don't have enough points. So normally this meant that, hey, if you want to get into a place that's probably going to book up quickly, maybe a high demand property, you could use points advance to lock in that room. Now, since Marriott has launched peak and off-peak pricing, this means that the points advance reservations only locked in the room instead of actually getting the room rate locked in. And Marriott has made some other changes in the last couple of years to where now you must earn the required points within 60 days of making a points advance reservation, or 14 days before arrival, whichever one comes first. But points advance is going away altogether on March 28th. Now, they are still going to honor existing points advance reservations, and you can still book points advance reservations until March 27th. The fact that this is going away is going to change travel plans for quite a few people, so I'm interested to see, first of all, have you used the program? Did you like it? And how is this going to impact you in the future? Let us know down below. On the Weekly Pointers news update, I always like to give an interesting scenario related to finance or credit cards or points or travel or some kind of combination in between. And this one has got a ton of drama. I cannot wait to share this one with you, and I need your opinion on this one because it does raise a lot of questions, but it's very interesting to say the least. Recently, a woman in college was asked by her roommate from the last year, by the way, whose family is very rich, if she could come along with them on vacation, all expenses paid on the resort. The woman was very excited, and for good reason. Hey, a free trip, a free plane ticket to hang out and vacation with a very wealthy family for a week sounds like a pretty good deal. What could go wrong? Now, it's important to note that there are 8 members of this family that are traveling with this woman who's getting to travel for free. The family of 8 gets to sit first class, and she sits back in economy by herself, but you know what? It's a free ticket. Okay, whatever. She can deal with that. And once they arrived to the resort, they decided to go to the grocery store so they could cook at the resort so they didn't spend so much money out every single night. They were planning on cooking 3 meals a day. Well, it turns out that this family is very traditional, and they had expectations that the 2 college roommates would be doing all the cooking for 9 people, 3 meals a day for an entire week. Now, this didn't sound exactly like the vacation that the lady had planned for. She had planned on relaxing a little bit. She had saved up a lot of money to do some activities, some sightseeing, some touristy kind of things, and she had actually planned on saving up for a big fancy dinner as a way to say thank you to this family for taking her there for free. Well, the first 2 or 3 nights passed, and these women are frustrated because they don't know how to cook. And the one that traveled there for free was getting frustrated because the family was getting mad at her for undercooking the chicken, overcooking the steak, and it finally reached a breaking point to where she said, you know what, if you want to cook this, if you want to complain and criticize me, cook it yourself. And it absolutely blew up from there. Arguments ensued. So the lady just said, am I here just as the help? Is this actually a vacation for me? I came down here to relax. To which the father said, this is my vacation and we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Boy, did things blow up from there. She ended up getting kicked out of the resort room by the father and told to basically go home. So the lady did pack up her stuff and leave the room, and her first thought was, hey, I've still got that free ticket to get back. I want to make sure he doesn't cancel that on me. So she called the airline and asked if they could set a passcode for security to make sure the reservation couldn't be changed without the passcode, to which they managed to do so. So she had a locked-in ticket on the way back that was paid for by the people that kicked her out. She then went to the front desk to explain the story, and because it was through the week, the resort actually had several rooms that were available at a pretty reasonable rate. And because the woman had saved up so much money for the trip because she was so excited, she just stayed on the resort, stayed on the beach, and relaxed for the rest of the week. Now, she did run into this family on the last day that she was there, and they were very upset with her because they thought she had left. And then she informed them that, hey, by the way, I've still got that ticket and I'm going to use it to get back home, to which they were furious. So this raises a couple of different questions. First, should she have kept that ticket that they gave her to get back home, even though they told her to leave and they were frustrated and they didn't want to be around her? Or did the family get what they deserved by paying for her ticket and her rubbing it in their face on the last day of being at the resort? She talked about all the fun stuff she'd done all week, relaxing, having fun, enjoying herself, and it absolutely drove them crazy. Long story short, she felt good about it at the time. She made it home safely with a ticket that they paid for, but she is asking if she is in the wrong in this situation. Should she have been obligated to cook in the room because it is a free ticket there and a free stay at the resort, or was it everybody's vacation and nobody should be obligated to cook for 9 people 3 times a day, every day that you're there? A lot of elements to this story. Let me know if you've ever had a weird, awkward family situation like this, because this one is really strange. It's really awkward. I'm curious if you have any stories like this. If you do, leave those down in the comments below. And if you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers news update, you know I like to end the show on a good food deal, and this week is no exception. We are going to Subway. Now through April 30th, you can get a buy one, get one 50% off footlong at Subway. Simply enter the code BOGO50 in the app and you'll be able to get that second footlong 50% off. And this is a pretty big deal because I'll be honest with you, last time I went into Subway, it was a little bit pricier than I had remembered it. But this 50% off should help out a little bit, especially if you have a family. Make sure you use that BOGO50 because that does add up quite a bit at Subway, and it's actually adding up all over the country. Every place I go into, I look at the menu and it's almost like sticker shock. It blows my mind. So make sure you download the app and use that code the next time you have to take your family to Subway. Well, this was a very fun show. We talked about an elevated offer from Capital One, a retention offer that I received, changes with Marriott, changes with Autopay discounts, and a very crazy travel story. It's one of my favorite ones I've ever shared on the channel. I can't wait to hear your feedback on this. Keep in mind, if you have any tips, tricks, or pointers on any of the stories I mentioned in today's video, leave those down in the comments below. That will definitely help people out. And if you are in the market for any of the cards I mentioned in today's video, or any card for that matter, make sure you apply using my referral link down in the description below. When you use that referral link, it greatly helps support the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, you're gonna get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, footlong Subway sandwiches, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.